This video will show you how to configure and use AlphaDrive's TimeTracker utility. The AlphaDrive TimeTracker is an internal time management utility that automatically tracks how much time you spend working on different tasks on your computer. Before I start, I want you to specifically notice that I don't have to start or stop any timers while I work. I just naturally move from one task to the next. Okay, let's do some work. First, I'll open a document from my AlphaDrive for Aaron Aronson and make some changes. Then, when I'm finished here, I'll go into Clio and work on a matter for Adam Smith. Now I'll go to Aaron Aronson in Clio and work on some things for him. To bill your time at the end of the day, go to Finance on your AlphaDrive ribbon and open your Activity dashboard. You can see that this lists all the activities I was working on. If there's an activity in this list that does not correspond to any client, or you don't want to bill for it, just click Delete on the right side, then click Yes. Another thing you may notice is that any activities that can be tracked to a specific client or matter are already organized by the matter they relate to. You can assign a client and matter to anything in the Unknown category in the next window. Or if you select an activity for a client as well as an unknown activity, it will automatically be assigned to the same client and matter as the other selection. On the right side of each activity, you'll see several different columns. First, there's a column that shows what time each activity was started. The next three columns display different time values that you can use for time entry purposes. The tooltips explain specifically how time is tracked for each value. Simply select which value you would like to use in your time entry for each activity. You should almost always use the recommended timer. If you want to create individual time entries for each activity, just choose the timer for one item. If you want to batch multiple items together into one time entry, select multiple timers. For this example, I'll be creating a time entry for Aaron Aronson, so I'll select the recommended time for the document I edited, as well as the time I spent in Clio. Once you've selected the time values for the activities you want to create an entry for, just click New Time Entry. This brings you to the time entry window where you can add a description, add a user, change the time value, and change the matter. Because I selected multiple items, you'll notice that the time for both activities has been added together. Once you're finished here, just click Save. Now you'll notice that the selected activities have been removed from TimeTracker, so you won't create multiple entries for the same activity. After you've created your time entry, you can go to the Activity tab for this client in Clio and see that the time has been added. It has exactly recorded the time that I've worked, down to the second, and it has also applied my Clio rounding rules. To change your TimeTracker settings, first go to AlphaDrive on your AlphaDrive ribbon, then click Settings, then click TimeTracker on the left. The first drop-down on the screen allows you to turn TimeTracker on and off. The next drop-down lets you change how often AlphaDrive checks what you're doing. Changing this to longer time values will make TimeTracker less accurate. The next setting allows you to configure how long you can remain idle before TimeTracker notices. You can also choose whether or not to create entries for your idle time. The final setting on this page allows you to set a reminder to go back and record all your time entries for the day at a specific time of your choice. Next, click Smart Application Tracking at the top. This page allows you to select what applications you want TimeTracker to monitor. The final tab allows you to include or exclude specific applications. This allows you to track any application you want, but that may lead to an information overload if you're not careful. This is an advanced feature and should only be used by an IT professional. Once you're finished configuring your settings, click Save and Close.